Yeah.
Have you ever felt like truly ecstatic? Like just pure joy?
Yeah.
That top of the world feeling.
I think we all chase that.
We all
Yeah.
chase it, right?
Yeah.
But is happiness something we can actually plan for? Or does it just
Huh.
kind of happen?
That's the age-old question.
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Today, we're going to do a deep dive on that question with a
Okay.
piece called Happiness and Planning.
So this piece we're looking at today, it says that planning itself, like planning things out, isn't some magic formula for happiness, right? But it's more like you're creating the conditions for happiness.
Setting the stage.
Yeah, setting the stage. Exactly. Think about it this way. Planning can help cut down on stress and anxiety, right?
Right.
If you're planning a trip, let's say you're not just excited about where you're going, but
Right.
you're also kind of relieved that you've got your flights and the
Yeah.
hotel booked. You've got it.
Yeah.
You've got it sorted, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like when I plan my grocery list.
Yeah.
It's not quite as exciting as a vacation,
Right.
but I definitely feel a little bit of happiness knowing that I'm not going to open the fridge to nothing at the end of the week.
Exactly. Having that sense of control,
Mm.
knowing that you're not just going to run into total chaos.
Right.
That in itself can really help boost happiness.
Yeah.
And planning can also give us this feeling of purpose, right? Of accomplishment.
Mhm.
We're working towards something.
Yeah.
We're checking things off our list.
Literally.
That feeling of moving forward, of making progress,
Yeah.
it can really feed that sense of well-being.
So it's like planning is this form of action.
Yes.
And action is how we unlock those happy moments.
Nah.
But the piece we're looking at also mentions this really interesting quote.
Okay.
It says, "Ice contains no future, just the past, sealed away."
Ah, that's from Haruki Murakami.
Oh, okay.
He's this really acclaimed Japanese novelist.
Oh.
His writing is often, I don't know how to explain it, it's like dreamlike.
Really?
Yeah, and surreal, but this quote really speaks to something very real,
Yeah, I've never actually read Murakami.
You should.
But that quote, it
Yeah.
jumped out at me.
Yeah.
It's like he's warning us about getting stuck,
Yes.
about letting our dreams just freeze up.
Exactly. So in this metaphor, the ice,
Okay.
it represents that inertia,
Yeah.
that fear, anything that's holding us back from taking a step
Mm.
towards something that might bring us joy,
Yeah.
It's that feeling of being stuck.
Yeah.
But think about it.
Hmm.
Have you ever felt that way?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, we all have those moments, right?
I do.
Sometimes it's a big thing, like
Mm-hmm.
putting off a career change, Or sometimes it's something small, like
Yeah.
never trying that new recipe you've had your eye on.
The challenge is to recognize that ice, right? To figure out what's keeping us frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Because if we don't do anything, if we don't take action, we're basically shutting ourselves off from the future,
Yeah.
from all the things that could bring us happiness.
It makes you wonder, what ice are you holding on to right now?
Yeah,
And what could you do to kind of melt it away?
that's the question, isn't it? And remember, action doesn't have to be some huge thing.
Right.
Sometimes it's those small, consistent steps that make all the difference.
Yeah.
So think about it. What one small step could you take, even today, to move towards something that you think might bring you joy?
That's a great question for everybody to consider.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, on that note, I think we're going to wrap up this deep dive.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And we will see you next time.
See you later.